Hello, my name is Ardi and we are going to solve P2.65 from Hambly's book. So the question is solve for the power delivered to the 15 ohm resistor and for the mesh current shown in figure P2.65. Okay, we are asked to use the mesh current, so we need to do KVL at I1 and I2. Okay, let's do exactly that. Okay, let's do KVL at loop I1. KVL said that the sum of the voltage in a loop will equal to 0. Okay, let's start from this 20-volt voltage source. And the current is flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. So the sign will be negative. So I will have minus 20 here. And then plus, we have this 5 ohm resistor. We are working on I1. The only current that passes through this 5 ohm resistor is I1. Okay, and then let's move to the next component in the loop, which is this 15 ohm. So we'll have plus 15, but we need voltage, so we need to multiply it by the current. Here I1 is flowing down, but I2 is flowing to the opposite direction. So I will have I1 minus I2 here. Okay, we have completed all the components in this loop, so all of this will equal to 0. Okay, let's move this 20 to the right hand side. So I have 20 here. And so we will have 5 plus 15. So we will have 20 I1. And then we will have minus 15 I2. That will equal to 20. Maybe let's divide both sides by 5. So I will have 4 I1 minus 3 I2 is equal to 4. And I don't think we can do any further things here. So let's have this as equation number 1. Okay, now let's do another KVL, but this time at loop number 2. So KVL at loop I2. Again, the sum of the voltage in a loop will equal to 0. Okay, let's start from this 10 ohm resistor, I think. So we will have 10 there. But we need voltage, so the only current that pass through it is I2. Okay, and then we pass through this 10-volt voltage source, but the current is flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. So the sign will be negative. So we'll have 10 volt here, and then plus 15. But now we are working on loop I2, so we write I2 first. But then I1 flowing to the opposite direction, so minus I1. All of that will equal to 0, right? And let's break this down. And I will have 15 multiplied by minus I1 here. So I will have minus 15 I1. And then 10 plus 15, that will be 25 I2. And let's move this minus 10 to the right hand side. So we'll have 10 here. Okay, let's divide both sides by 5. So I will have minus 3 I1. And then plus 5 I2. And then that will equal to. Okay, let's have this as equation number 2. Okay, we have two equations with two variables. Let's write it here. So we'll have 4I1 minus 3I2 is equal to 4. And this one will be minus 3I1. Then plus 5I2. That will equal to 2. Okay, maybe let's multiply this part here by 5. And let's multiply this by 3 because I want to get rid of the I2. So we will have 20 I1 minus 15 I2. And that will equal to 20. And for this one, I will have minus 9 I1. And then plus 15 I2. and that will equal to 6. Okay, let's add them up. So I will have plus, so we will have 11i1 here, and on the right hand side we will have 26. So i1 will be 26 over 11, and the unit here will be ampere. However, we still need to find out I2. Maybe let's clean this part here. Okay, let's repeat the elimination, but this time we will remove the I1. Okay, let's copy this here. Okay, good. So now let's multiply this by 3, and let's multiply this by 4. And we will have 12i1 minus 9i2, that will equal to 12. And for this one, I will have minus 12i1 plus 20i2, and that will equal to 8. Let's add them up. Okay, so we will have, this will cancel out, and I will have 11i2, that will equal to 20, or I2 is equal to 20 over 11, and the unit here will be ampere. However, we are not asked about I1 and I2, we are asked for the power delivered to this 15 ohm resistor. So the power in 15 ohm resistor, remember the power is I squared multiplied by the resistance, right? So I squared multiplied by the resistance, but the current that pass through this resistor is I1 minus I2 squared, and then multiplied by the resistance itself. Okay, so now I1 is 26 over 11, and then I2 is 20 over 11, and this will be squared multiplied by 15. So we will have, this will be 6 over 11 squared, 6 over 11 squared multiplied by 15. I think that is not a nice number. We will need to use calculator. Let's get our calculator here. Okay, so we will have, what is it? 6 over 11 squared, then multiplied by 15. And let's get it into decimal number, not rational number. So I will have 4.46. Okay, 4.46. And the unit here will be 1. And that is the final answer for this problem. And thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.